The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So UCF's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Fires to the big fella. Makes a catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a man by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throw. That pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, UCF! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, Dave.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dances away to buy time. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route, and they're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
10, Arizona State, 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Setting up the screen. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Running it back, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Scatterbo. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear them.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Got his man quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Harvey. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
A great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Get it out on the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Knights!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McClain. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got it behind the line. It's Scatterbo. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be third and short from their own 33. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Unleashes one. He makes a catch. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. It's Jefferson. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He's looking to throw it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Sun Devils are on the move. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down close.
Touchdown, Arizona State! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Man, and he shows some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance.
Off play action on first down.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Brown will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Trying to get to him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pittman. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Offense with jumbo personnel.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense working from the pistol. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing right. Got his man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Trying to take it back. The 20. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They want to...